What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Ancestor Money, aka Joss paper, or whatever name you've heard it by. That's the only two names I've heard it by: Ancestor Money, Joss paper. Hell notes, heaven notes, bank notes, whatever you want to call them. But generally we call it Ancestor Money. So this is what it looks like. It just feels good to me in my hand, like. But yeah, so basically, I guess I'll start you guys off on like how long I've been using Ancestor Money. So it's been about 6 months for me. So I'm still kind of a newbie, I guess, but it's really nothing to it. It's very easy to use. And so what it is a novelty form of money. It is not real whatsoever. So don't go try to pay a bill with this money. I can't bail you out. So please don't do it. Don't be like, hey, I saw this girl's video on YouTube and she said that this was real money. No. You're not gonna have that. That's the purpose of this video, you guys. So you can know exactly what it is and exactly how to use it and what it's for. So I can't quite remember exactly how I came across Ancestor Money. Maybe in one of these spiritual groups that I'm in, because I'm in a number of them. But I don't know, like as soon as I heard about it, I immediately caught on. It caught my attention. So I instantly went on the internet searching like, how do you find this? My family isn't very spiritual at all. So I'm kind of like I'm like the poster child or the black sheep. I'm the one that's kind of like breaking generational curses and bringing new good karma into my family's bloodline. We'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, so basically what Ancestor Money or Joss paper, heaven, hell notes, whatever you want to call them, what it is a novelty form of money that we burn to make offerings to our ancestors, basically. And so I guess kind of how I incorporate it into my life is I try to do it every Sunday. Every Sunday I will burn like 7 pieces of Ancestor Money, one for each day of the week, and I'll kind of say, I'll give it an intention. Basically, I'll say, this is for me to honor you guys, my ancestors, honor you guys, and to bring in prosperity into my life every day this week, or bring in money into my life this week. I try to do it like that every week, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. I know when I first started, I would burn it while I was doing rituals and stuff like that. Actually, when I first started, I didn't really have a real intention or any type of like real directions on how to use it or what to do with it exactly. So I just burned it because I felt like it would bring money into my life. But now I know that it's a little bit deeper than that. So not only do you want to use it with the intention to bring money into your life, you want to use it to pay homage to your ancestors, those who were before you. Your aunts, uncles, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, grandfathers, and so on and so forth, who were here before you that still walk with you on the daily and kind of guide and protect and love you through your daily life. So, like I said, now where I am 6 months into using Ancestor Money, I do try to burn one for each day of the week. I also do it maybe like when I'm feeling like, I didn't make enough sales this week, let me burn a little bit of Ancestor Money. Or maybe I'm feeling a little stagnant, let me burn some Ancestor Money. A lot of people ask basically like, do you do anything with it? Do you put oil on it or anything? Honestly, it depends on how you feel. When I first started using Ancestor Money, I did not incorporate any oils or anything like that because I wasn't that deeply, invested into it, or, I hadn't really gained a real sense of what it was for. I was being vain. I was like, my ego was like, just to bring in money, So now, just depending on how I'm feeling, most times I will incorporate some oil. I'll do like a money oil or a fast look oil, and I'll kind of just shake the oil up a few times and just rub it across the 7 sheets of paper that I use. I have also sprinkled cinnamon on my Ancestor Money. I've done that before. Or you don't have to do anything. It really depends on you and how you feel. It's all about your intention. Anything spiritual or anything in your everyday life is honestly about your intention or what you have in mind for every action that you do, you know? So what else? I incorporate ancestor money in rituals, so I do use that to honor my ancestors because I know that they help me out a lot in my work, and you know, they deserve. This is okay. These have a value of 10,000. This is what the bank look like. The back looks like that. But anyway, they deserve as much as they can get because honestly, you know, if you just think back on it, our ancestors have done so much for us and they need this. Like, just like we offer them water and food and their favorite cigars and what else? Like anything that you offer them, they need money too. Like we need money here on earth, so why don't we think that they need money in the spiritual world? I will say before I thought about it or came across ancestor money rather, I did one time. I do remember burning a real dollar bill. I was doing a money ritual for a client and I did burn a real dollar bill. I heard that's bad luck. I didn't necessarily have bad luck. As a matter of fact, the clients who I did the rituals for, and I burned like $1 per ritual. But the people that I was working with or for rather, they did get the things that they petitioned for, like a new job or, you know, just different little financial breakthroughs. However, I don't think it's necessarily bad luck. I just think that ancestor money is for the spiritual realm and actual money is for us here in the physical world. So just keep that in mind. Like, it's no reason to go burning up all your hard-earned money, y'all. It's just no point when we have ancestor money. Like, that's what it's here for. This is a tool. Like, what I use this for is not only to bring in money, but I also use this to release my ancestors of karmic debts that have everything to do with me and my family here today on earth. And like I said, to pay homage to them. So, you know, there you have it. You know, burn this ancestor money to change your financial status. Burn this ancestor money to break financial debts, you know, like past karmas that your family went through and stuff like that. Like me personally, a lot of my family members are not entrepreneurs. So I burn this a lot because there was no foundation set for me. You know, there was no inheritance from anybody or money put to the side for when I get a certain age or anything like that. So that's what I'm here for. Now that I have the proper information, I'm going to use this for the rest of my life because it's definitely changed my life, in addition to a plethora of other spiritual things. But this is definitely a good staple and tool to have. Trying to think what else. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, where to find it. So originally I found this on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Amazon. I found it on Amazon. It has 300 bills to it. This comes in a pack like this. And so 300 of those, like, is plenty for you to use. It was a little bit higher than I expected it to be. I think it was like $20 with shipping, but that was okay. That was fine to me because anything for my ancestors, right? But I actually now offer ancestor money on my website. It's $10. I think that's an awesome price. But you can also find ancestor money in your local China markets and stuff like that. I remember actually when I was in LA one time, I just decided to go in a China market. I'm like, I'm just gonna see what they have. And to my surprise, they had ancestor money, like packs and packs of ancestor money. It wasn't as much as this. It wasn't as much as this, but it was a little thin package. But they were like 82 cents a piece or something like that. And I thought that was so cool. So what to do if you can't really find ancestor money? Maybe you feel like Amazon is too fucking high for you, or wherever you find it from is just too high, or you don't feel like waiting, whatever the case may be. You can always use the play money like Monopoly money or anything like that. You can easily find that in a dollar store. I know I've come across it several times, but I didn't really buy it because I already had ancestor money. But you are more than welcome to use play money, kid money, monopoly money, whatever you want to call it. You can use that stuff. The only thing that I would say is I would spend some time and kind of cleanse it. So that would be like smudging it with sage. And if you don't know what that means, that's kind of like just putting the money, you know, in the smoke of the sage stick or whatever, and just pray over it, you know, like just set an intention, like this is going to be the money that I use as my ancestor money to pay homage to those who were before me and to create abundance and prosperity into my life. So a simple little saying in the same intention. Remember, I said it's all about intention. So you can easily do that with money that you find in the dollar store or, you know, in your kids' Monopoly game. I didn't say that. And so like I mentioned earlier, a lot of times me personally, I will dress the money in a little bit of oil, fast luck oil, money oil, even road opener oil, whatever you want to use. Just make sure that the intention is in alignment with what you're trying to do. So this is some prosperity oil. This was made by one of my awesome mentors, Magical Lady Duchess. Shout out to her. And basically what I will do, I will drop the cap. It's okay. So I will take it, shake it like 3 times. Take my ancestor money and just simply rub it across. Like nothing major, I just rub it on there. And then, can't find my lighter, so I'm using a match. I have this heat-proof dish. Always use a heat-proof dish, or you can do this over your sink or over your toilet or whatever. Just don't burn shit up, because I can't help you, okay? I can't help you. Boom. And that's what you do. You just watch it burn. And they say that when it's fast, when it burns fast, that's an awesome sign. So it's just now finished burning. I get so excited when I burn it. I love Ancestor Money. And so now that it's all done, like that's it. Now that it's burned, that's it. And they say that when it burns quickly like that, basically like the money has been received like really quickly. And I'll show you guys that again, because my camera cut off. See how cool that looks? All right, guys, I don't have any more space. Sorry, my phone keeps cutting off. But anyway, I hope I covered everything for you. That was my video on Ancestor Money. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. I'm here to answer questions, guys. As always, I ask that you would like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like I mentioned earlier, if you just don't feel like hunting around for Ancestor Money, you are more than welcome to get it off of my site. That link will be in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram, join my Facebook group, my Manifest group. That's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.